Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Nerdy Nostalgia Podcast. This is episode dose. This time I once again have my boy Vexed Alchemy with me. Say hello.
The hero. What'd you say I have? This is our podcast, you
Good point.
fucking douche.
Good point. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a douchebag sometimes. Anyways, so today we're gonna go over a couple things that we've been talking about on the sidelines. And it's funny, almost every time we talk about it, I always save it for the podcast. I'm like, just shut up. So we got a couple things we're going to talk about, but first things first. RF Tangy one, RF one Tangied. Um,
Don't even know your own gamer tag.
Dude,
Rip.
it's been a long day. It's late at night. I'm tired. I've been up for 19 hours. Anyways, um, so
Spell, but
RF
you
one
can do the
Tangied.
math. Good job.
Yeah, well, I've always been good at math. I'm terrible at the English language. That's why like every fifth word out of my mouth is fuck. Um, it's true.
I'm well
So,
aware it's true.
anyways, um, we're both streamers on Mixer. RF1 Tangied is my channel. Vexed Alchemy is Ryan's here, and
Underscore.
Vexed underscore Alchemy, and just
That's right.
RF1 underscore Tangied. That better?
But we do first have to apologize for the long break between the two episodes.
This is very true. We've had a lot of stuff going on in our lives, but things have started to
Had some
even out.
issues with scheduling.
Mm-hmm.
Sundays because I had a bunch of Sundays off. I don't think I worked a Sunday for about two and a half months,
Yeah.
except for one Sundays. So now we're going to be doing it at night, posting the next day,
Mm-hmm.
uh, sometime when we have a little bit of time. So we can hopefully get this out 1 to 2 episodes a week and make this a little bit more concurrent for everybody.
Yeah, that'd definitely be ideal. So, one ongoing topic that we've really wanted to say for the podcast is the controversy of loot boxes versus grinding. Now, Ryan, I know you've got your opinions on this, so I will let you start this off with a bang. How do you feel about loot boxes, man?
Now, if loot boxes were obtainable via, working for them,
And not money?
I would be totally fine with a loot box system where you could get like randomized shit
Mm-hmm.
that you could not buy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm cool with that. The fact that you gotta buy things to progress and unlock stuff that normally you used to be able to just work real hard for, play a lot of hours on video games, and be an actual gamer and not a fucking where's my mommy and daddy's credit card piece of shit.
Tell them how you really feel, Ryan.
I hate loot boxes. I miss being able to grind for like. I know you mentioned we were talking about a little bit of either earlier today or yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Halo 3 having to grind for all these
Yeah,
things
for
to
the sword
make
and
your
the
Spartan look dope.
Hayabusa armor and all that shit. Yeah. Yeah, I
Miss
miss
those
those days.
days. Like, I mean, we're adults. We have lives. We have jobs and shit. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not as easy to grind games. But I still miss having a game to grind to unlock stuff.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm so done with loot boxes. I just want them to be gone. Like I remember when cool armor and cool cosmetics and like better guns, everything like that was more of the focus was unlocking stuff rather than here's a skin. Like me and you, we just recently we went back and played Battlefield 5
Mm-hmm.
and everything in that game, yeah, there's like 6 snipers now. But if you look back at Battlefield 4,
Oh shit!
was there like 20 something snipers? Like it
It
was
was
ridiculous.
something crazy.
And then every
Because I
sniper
think
had
at one
like
point they had
15
like
attachments.
eight to 10,
Yeah.
and then they had just like increasingly every freaking other update they added this. It seemed like two.
Yeah. It was amazing. Like, I can't begin to explain how much I miss progressions. Because back to Battlefield 4, the only way that my character is leveled up. It's funny. You'll look at my like account or whatever, my battle logs, and I have like 72 hours logged, all in recon. Like all I ever played was snipers and a little bit assault. Um, but good lord,
Mine's the exact same way.
yeah.
You look at my hours played. I don't know how many hours it was. I haven't seen that in forever and a day.
Mm-hmm.
There's been two or three Battlefields since then.
Mm-hmm. Well, we
But
had
mine was all recon until you got Xbox instead of
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation, and I just started sitting behind you with defib paddles.
that
Oh no, you're dead.
that
And
was
that's the rest of my
ridiculous.
progression is medic.
But
That's it. And I think I played one game of Assault.
one game of assault.
I think it was me and White Will played
Mhm.
one game. We're like, let's just play Assault, and we just go balls deep.
Yeah.
Whatever.
How'd you do?
Was not nearly as fun as sniping. Not nearly as fun.
I just, oh man, I want Battlefield to go back to modern times. I feel like Battlefield's kind of really chasing the whole Call of Duty thing, even with the skins, because Call of Duty started doing the weapon skins, and then Battlefield was like, hey, we'll do that too. Um, but yeah, man,
Yeah, but theirs aren't nearly as bad though, because you got to do specific things for the Battlefield or the Call of Duty ones.
Mm,
Battlefield, you just have to use the gun. You don't have to get like specific headshots or anything like that.
yeah.
It's just something to give you for using that particular gun besides the attachments.
Well, there are the specific challenges and stuff like that. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not nearly as grind. Like it gives you specific challenges that are all different.
Yeah.
Or get me 100 headshots for this weapon, and then you can start unlocking the rest of them and get gold or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I still think
We're going off topic. This is about loot boxes, not Battlefield.
No. This is all wrapped in. All right, but for instance, we'll talk about Call of Duty. You know, going to Modern Warfare 2. If you had gold or diamond, like the bedazzled gun, you put in a lot of fucking work for that gun.
Was
Like
me.
a
My snipers
shit
were
ton.
bedazzled.
Yeah, but now you could get lucky for $2, and all of a sudden you have the cool skin that everybody wants. Ah, it's so annoying. I hate that so much.
To Call of Duty, they did their system a little bit better than everyone else's because they do have things you can earn by just playing.
Yeah, like the
Those are
the
specific to
characters
the
in
to the
Blackout. I
events
think
and
that's
stuff.
pretty cool. How they do that. I need to play
Those-
more Blackout with you guys. I don't know. I'm kind of.
It's usually just me and Will
Yeah.
that are on it. Colby every once in a while, but
By the way, I promise I'm not sponsored by KFC. I just went to KFC before this. They lured me in with that chicken and waffles offer. Anyways, that's besides the point. But like growing up and busting your ass in a game and unlocking things. Like, could you imagine if Resident Evil 4 came out nowadays?
oh god, that would just be not good.
The gangster skin, the Raccoon City police officer skin, Ashley's armor, Ashley's pop star one. I don't know where the fuck that one came from.
I don't remember that one. I just remember the.
Yeah, she
armor
had
one.
like this white, like tied top with like white jeans and everything like that.
Yikes!
Yeah, the suit armor is the best, but that's a
Yeah, it's because
conversation
people
for
can't
another
carry
time.
her, so she's safe for forever.
Exactly. You don't have to fucking worry about Ashley for the rest of the game. Like, oh, Ashley's here. Yeah, I'm not worried. Could you imagine that nowadays? And like
I
the
don't
different
want
guns.
to be honest.
Like the amount of hours just to get the Chicago typewriter.
That was
And you
such
have
a
like
grind.
X amount of accuracy. You gotta power through the levels. You gotta have, and then after you got the unlock, it was like, oh yeah, it's 5 million fucking whatever the hell the currency was, 5 million gold coins. And then you finally got it, and you were like, yes. And all you needed was a Chicago typewriter and the infinite rocket launcher. You know, and looking back at just everything that could have been done with loot boxes, I am so happy I did not grow up in that chunk. So
Yeah,
happy. That way, like,
that era of gaming.
now looking at it, Overwatch. Overwatch is a great example. There's a lot of really cool skins. I will never put any money towards Overwatch other than the initial 60 that I got.
Oh, absolutely not.
But the upside that Overwatch does is it does
But
the gold
be
coins
another
for
that.
duplicates. That was very nice. Uh,
The one thing that impressed me about Apex is you can never get a duplicate.
yeah,
One
that
thing
was
that they
kind of
did
shocking.
very well.
I was very, very impressed with Apex on that.
Even in Call of Duty, you can get. So if you get a duplicate,
Mhm.
it'll re-roll it. But if it re-rolls, it can still go into a duplicate, which is stupid.
That hurts.
No, Chris, before he stopped playing and went to Apex more often,
Mhm.
he was getting duplicates re-rolled into duplicates, which is ridiculous.
That's
But
bad. That's really bad. Thank you for reminding me on why I don't play Blackout. Uh,
I mean, that's just for cosmetics and aesthetics that you're not going to give a crap about anyway. So
yeah, I never will. But good lord.
my biggest thing is I just miss like stuff to grind for.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I really
Um,
miss the grind.
Because like even and another thing that like not even just grinding, not loot boxes, but
Hmm.
I still remember the day that people used to grind for achievements.
Yeah, I remember
No one does
achievement
that anymore.
hunting, man. That
No one cares.
yeah, it meant something the higher your score was. You know, you were more of a gamer.
And now no one cares.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone's got like 3 Smurfs for all these like multiplayer games so they can get easier opponents,
yeah.
and no one cares about gamer scores anymore because it's going less towards single player story with a bunch of and more towards multiplayer
Mm.
testing your skill. No one cares about your gamer score anymore.
Yeah, yeah. It's all about your KD ratio and not your gamer score, which is
All
really
about the
unfortunate
wins and
for
losses and your KD.
yeah. It's unfortunate for someone like me and you who if there's a good story game, we'll hunt down every achievement. Like,
I don't know about every achievement, but
well, really, are we gonna bring up your Mass Effect? How you're missing
there are
what, two?
specific games. No, there's more than two.
Okay, how
Calm
many are you
yourself.
missing across the entire trilogy? How many do you think you're missing?
Across the entire trilogy is about 10ish.
Good
I think I'm
lord,
missing 4 in the first one and then like 3 apiece on the other ones.
Jesus.
Those and those aren't even super hard to grind for. Those are just
Hmm.
play the games.
Yeah.
A lot of those is just making sure you look around, look through all the crates and stuff like that, and you're not
Hmm.
just like sprinting through levels.
Hmm.
Doing side missions to level yourself up, playing with specific. Um, and even after the first one, it gets 10 times less grindy
Yeah, that first one. Good
because that first Mass Effect is a grind.
lord. Oh, first Mass Effect. Second one's the best, but
Absolutely, no, bar none. Easy.
um, but yeah, man,
I
the
still run through
grind.
that game with a sniper rifle and biotic powers, and that's it.
Yeah, I can't wait till you start streaming that, man. Friggin', I can't wait to
I
watch
I
you.
literally save all of my gold,
Hmm.
buy the Black Widow sniper rifle
Okay.
for the entire game.
Good
Because ammo is so easy to find in that game,
lord. Hmm.
you can just run around with whatever the fuck you want. And
Hmm.
that sniper rifle hits so goddamn hard that you could one shot anything that's not like a, somebody with like a shield or something.
Hmm.
Then plus, if you spend your sniper correctly, you get like when you scope in, you get slowed down time. So you just line up headshot, bang, unscope, scope right back in, line up headshot, bang. It's super
Good
easy.
lord. Oh no, I just thought of another game that
I
would
do
have
have to
been.
get hardcore and insanity done for my achievements, so it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, you have fun with that. Yep.
Oh, I'm not going to.
You go ahead and do that. I'll stick to my scary games. Um, but I just thought of another game that if loot boxes came around at the time that this game came out, I don't think it would have been nearly as good. Friggin' Gears 2. Oh god, that would have been so bad. So very very bad.
And that's another gaming franchise that there wasn't like aesthetics to get and skins and all
Well,
that
there
shit. It was all
was
about
a
oh
little
yeah, for
bit.
multiplayer, but I mean
Mhm.
the main part of playing Gears,
Mhm.
unless you're really into the multiplayer aspect, is that story because Gears has such a good in-depth
Mhm.
story that you just kind of get sucked into.
Mhm. Still think they should have ended it at 4. I don't know how I feel about 5. Um,
Shouldn't even been to 4. 3 was fine.
in all honesty, 2 was fine. We didn't need a third. I didn't need to see Dom die, which is the only important part of 3 in my opinion.
That
I'm
hurt my
sorry.
soul.
I still think that's I the complete sidetrack, but get used to it. It's gonna happen on a nostalgia podcast. I
Okay.
still cannot believe that when we voted to save Carmine, we didn't realize we were killing Dom. That is insanity to me. Did you ever realize that?
Hmm.
Yeah, brutal, 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 brutal. But
Nearly as brutal as Ty's death, because that was.
yeah, good lord, because you get Ty's death and then Dom's wife right after it in like the same
Mm.
area. God, Gears 2 is good. So good. It's still the best Carmine, too, in my opinion, was
Absolutely.
Gears 2.
Absolutely.
Can't remember. What was. Do you remember his first name in Gears 2? Was it Anthony Carmine?
I don't think so.
I can't remember. I'll have to look that up on another time. But. So, that kind of leads us into our next topic. Hey, anything else you
Benjamin
want to.
Carmine.
Huh?
Benjamin Carmine.
There we go. Okay.
I think Anthony was from the first one.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Was there anything else in the first topic you wanted to talk about, or just bring it back, please, and take away loot boxes? Like, I'm down to grind for a set of armor or a certain
Yeah,
cosmetic.
I mean, like I said at the top, like if it's something that if it's like loot boxes, like
Mm-hmm.
kind of like Overwatches. Like yes, you could pay for them,
Mm-hmm.
but you can grind for them and play for them and
Mm-hmm.
get stuff. But it's easier to get them. If you want to make loot boxes a thing
Mm-hmm.
that you can't buy, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it's not, you're not getting what you want every time,
Mm-hmm.
but that means you got to play more. You got to grind more to get what you want.
So you're saying as long as it stays cosmetic, loot boxes
Yes.
are fine, and you can't pay for them.
I don't like the paying
Mm-hmm.
thing. Battlefield 2 we're not even going to touch cuz you can't progress in that game without buying things and it's fucking stupid.
Battlefront, not Battlefield.
Front, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
Same
In my
shit.
head, I was like, Battlefield didn't have that problem. But yeah,
Battlefront.
dude. Okay, so on May 4th, May the 4th, I was thinking in my head, I was just going, all right, so I want to play a Star Wars game. I want to play Battlefront 2. And I wanted to play the new one. I loaded it up before my stream, played about 10 minutes, realized everybody was stomping me because everybody got these rare cards in their progression packs, and I
And
had
paid for.
jack diddly bullshit. So,
They spent their money on that they
huh.
that they took that credit card that they didn't whose money they didn't earn
Good
and racked
lord.
it up.
Yeah, it's so bad. And then I just gave up and streamed the original Battlefront 2, which is perfect.
Still one of
Okay.
my
Oh,
all-time favorite games.
same. Side note, why wasn't there Galactic Conquest in the new
I
one?
don't know. I
Like, why? I do not understand. For them to not put in Galactic Conquest and then Battlefield 1 have the Siege of War, where it was like a progression of 4 maps that were all
mm,
interlinked together, and if you won one map, you had more resources, you had more tanks or whatever.
yeah.
And they did that in the next game as a go fuck yourself. I don't know. I want EA to lose their Disney license, but that's just my opinion. Um,
EA is EA used to be so good back in the day. They used to
mhm.
make such good games, and they've just gotten so money hungry
Yeah, it's pretty
over the
bad.
last few years, and it's disappointing with how good they used to be
Mhm.
to how they've become.
Oh
Like
yeah.
even fucking Madden of all things. You have to go into these ultimate teams to buy packs to get players.
Oh, are you
Otherwise, you get
serious?
absolutely destroyed. Oh yeah, that's the new like back in the day. It used to be
Mhm.
franchise mode. You'd build your own team and
Mhm.
try and make the best team possible. Now the new game mode that's to test your skill is Ultimate Team. I think is what it's called.
Oh God.
And what happens is you could either play and earn
Mhm.
challenges, or obviously you can just drop money, buy a bunch of packs, and then you get cards that represent certain players. And then some have different levels, so that makes them better. You can upgrade the cards to make them more
Mhm.
skilled and stuff like that. But you can spend money doing all of that.
Good
So even a
lord.
freaking football game, they've turned into a money cash cow bullshit.
Well, that all came from FIFA, the whole team
Mm,
thing and the cards.
yeah. No, yeah, I know
So
it did.
I'm not surprised it went to that at all.
Because NBA does the same thing now too. They
Are
have
you
their own.
fucking kidding me? NBA is not even
Mhm.
safe? You're saying 2K?
Yeah, 2K even has a.
Side note, can we get a new NBA Street, please? I want to do the
Dude,
create a character.
I
I
miss
want to do all
NFL
the
Street.
skill. Oh, NFL Street, NFL Blitz.
Never played Blitz. I always played Street.
Blitz
I miss
was
being able to run up a
gnarly.
wall
Oh my god.
and then behind the back pass
Mhm.
to my wide receiver.
Oh yeah. See, I played a shit ton of NBA Street. 2. Not the first one. I didn't really play the first one all that much, but the second one.
I think with NFL Street 2 is way better. That's the wall run one.
Oh, okay.
The first one you didn't have all that. You just had like speed boosts and breaking tackles and shit. It was like a bunch of
Gotcha.
basic shit.
I remember Blitz was brutal, man. You could just send somebody to go snap a bone, and it would show
You
like
could like
the
suplex people and shit.
the OG friggin' X-ray moves from Mortal Kombat, where you see like a little femur go. Nothing like the X-ray moves in Mortal Kombat nowadays. Good lord, fatality of the quarterback. Uh, although I'm not against that at all. Like, please commingle, make something interesting. But you know what? Speaking of this whole grinding thing, do you believe there is a game that has too much of a grind? One that you're just like, good lord, I do not want to even start this. Because
Um,
you know me, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat buff. I love Mortal Kombat with every ounce of my being. I heard some bad things about this newest one. Really bad things about the grind, and I don't know if I'm going to do it. Like, I really don't know. To play like online multiplayer. Of course, I'm going to buy the game for the freaking story mode, but then again, I heard Ronda Rousey
um,
is a terrible Sonya. It's all up
she
in the air
doesn't
for me.
sound great to be honest. I've heard her voice, but it's whatever. I would say Mass Effect 1, but the itself and the characters make it worth the grind.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the achievements that you have to play multiple playthroughs and do the same thing 3 times in a row to get the achievement
Yeah, you told me
makes
about
it
that hitting level 60 or
pretty
whatever.
makes it pretty rough. But um, I mean, I guess it's a subjective thing
Mm-hmm.
because I mean it's like Skyrim is a huge grind, But if you enjoy that kind of game and the story that you can get for it and all the side quests you can do,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, to some people it's worth it, some people it's not.
Gotcha.
Like
Yeah.
Mass Effect 1, if you're coming fresh into a Mass Effect game, you're like, oh, I've heard great things
Mm-hmm.
about this, and you see how big of a fucking grind Mass Effect 1, it might
Mm-hmm.
turn you off. Me, I know I love that game. I'll go play that game every side mission in a style right now and wouldn't blink an eye. I mean, would I like the grind? No, but I would do it because I know I love that game.
Yeah. Well, that's like me in Persona 5. Like, even if starting fresh, I'm like, oh, what's my character's name this time? Q 140 hours later. You know, beating the final
Yeah.
boss. Which, side note, hopefully when I get a capture card, that another playthrough of that is going to happen. Still got to figure out what name I'm going to do. Because me and April's my fantastic girlfriend. Um, we started up a round of Persona, and we're also big Supernatural fans, so we named Joker Dean Winchester.
We're going to say Cass, to be truthfully honest.
Nah, Dean. Dean for life. Um,
We've already been over this between you, me, and Manny. I am the Cass of the group.
this is very true. And then right there, this is going to be my Mark of Cain tattoo. But, yeah. Good lord. Oh, a game that's too grindy. Oh,
Can't really think of a game that's like
too
to the
much.
point where I wouldn't want to play it too grindy.
Mm.
But then again, I might not have played a game that's super grindy because I heard about it ahead of time and I just don't remember.
Mm.
So who knows?
I think one that I lost my progression on, that I'm not gonna do again, was GTA 5 Online. Cause on PlayStation 3, I think I was like level 131, I think it was 131, and I switched over to Xbox, and yeah, my progression didn't transfer over, and I'm at level 15 right now, and I don't want to do that again. I just don't. Like, not even in the slightest do I even want to do that. Like,
I
at
don't blame you. Then
all.
again, I'm not a huge uh,
GTA
GTA
fan.
fan anyway.
Yeah.
But still, my favorite GTA this day is 3.
Hold on. 'Cause there's Grand Theft Auto 3, and there's also Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Which one are you saying?
3. 3 3.
3 3?
It's the first one I played. It's kind of a nostalgic thing.
Ah, see, for me, Vice City was the first one I played.
I played 3 first. My
Okay.
dad back in the day bought it for himself
Mm-hmm.
and played maybe a couple hours of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I started playing it obviously way before I should have.
Yeah. That was
Rating-wise.
me with Vice City, running around listening to Flock of Seagulls and killing people.
Bro, flock of seagulls on a nice car chase. It's my favorite time in that game. But yeah, 3 was the first one I played,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, I like the story. Like I liked Vice City and I love San Andreas, but 3 always will hold that special place in my heart as the first one that I played.
Gotcha.
I think if I would have played Vice City first and then played San Andreas would be my favorite one, just
Mm-hmm.
because I like San Andreas more than Vice City,
Mm-hmm.
minus the soundtrack in the car.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. But who knows? Apparently, the next one we're supposed to go to is Vice City again. So I'm
Actually, Liberty City and
I'm
Vice
pretty
City.
excited. I hope it's Vice City again. And if Gay Tony doesn't show up, I'll be really upset.
So from what I heard, I actually saw a report on that a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna start in Liberty City as like a wannabe gangster,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're gonna make your way to Vice City, and you're gonna be working as, or you're not working, but you're gonna end up being in a.
Nice.
Your whole point of 6 is to work your way up to a drug or whatever kingpin. Is the whole point of it.
I can dig it. Almost like a Scarface type situation.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, that's just a report that I saw. I mean, if that's gonna happen, I have no idea. But
Speaking of games that are kind of like that, Did you hear they're gonna make a Saints Row 5?
I haven't played Saints Row since 2, so I really could give a shit less.
I know you don't care, but you need to play 3 at one point because Saints Row 3 is a lot of fun. But Saints Row was dead in the water with 4. Actually, it was dead in the water with 3. Did you know that Saints Row 4 was supposed to be a DLC?
DLC. Mm-hmm.
That they were just like, no, let's try to make some money, and because it's the same exact map as 3, just aliens invaded.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that.
And I was so bummed about that, but friggin', you know what? I will give it a shot as long as it doesn't have a battle royale. I'm so tired of everything having battle royales. Oh my god.
So what my friend is getting to here is our not so sly topic change here into our oversaturation of battle royales.
I'm done.
Second topic of the
done, man. So done.
The podcast.
Thanks for pointing out my transition, but I'm done. I'm done with everything having fucking battle royale. I'm sick of it. I'm so done with battle royales. I already told you I rage uninstalled Apex. Because it's like, high tier loot, you're going to get good shit here. Drop here every time, you're going to get good shit. 5 matches in a row. White chest armor, RE45. Granted, I've used the RE45 and I've wiped a team with the RE45. But if I can only find white armor and RE45 in a Mozambique, and other people find longbows, Spitfires, Peacekeepers, 301s, R99s. It's getting it just got to me, man. I rage uninstalled it. I'm gonna reinstall it with the next season because I want to see the updates to the map. The new weapon that they were talking about is interesting, and the next hero, hopefully, is this Watson character, which sounds pretty dope with the whole electric fence trap. That seems pretty cool. But the only thing I'm really concerned with on that is I don't want the electric fence. If you run through it, I don't want it to be like an arc grenade. I want you to have X amount of damage that you take, and you could have like the HUD get fuzzy. That's fine, but the hard slowdown, because say final ring is bunker, and somebody throws an electric trap in the middle of it. Whichever team's on the other side of the electric trap, they would be fucked. You would come through that and just get lit up one by one. There'd be nothing you could do. So
that's gonna be a wait and see type thing.
Yeah, please God, do not have that be that way. But I am gonna try out. Season 2 when that comes out. Just Season 1, once again, didn't really have a lot of things to freaking go for. And it's all loot boxes. Yay! And then even the stuff you could grind for was kind of shit.
It was just like not even title. Season 1 kills. Season 1 wins. Like, I don't care.
And the skins were garbage.
Skins were garbage.
If they would have come out...
And you had to buy the pass... to unlock 85% of everything you could grind for.
Mm-hmm. And I don't even think the loot boxes would have dropped stuff that's in the pass unless you bought the pass. Somebody was telling me that, and I was just like, that is so brutal. Oh.
I mean, I don't want to get back into our previous topic of loot boxes, but I'm so tired of them.
You're tired of loot boxes. I'm tired of battle royales. I'm
tired of the saturation of battle royales. Mm-hmm. I don't think everything needs a battle royale.
Yeah.
It started with Fortnite. PUBG came later that year.
Wait,
and Fortnite didn't even start as a battle.
Yeah, I was gonna say Fortnite was a tower defense, and then PUBG came out.
So PUBG actually came out the fall of 2017.
Yeah, and I remember that.
And Fortnite's Battle Royale launched July of 2017, so they're a couple months apart. but Fortnite did come out first. I actually did a little bit
Oh,
of research
really?
the other day.
Okay.
So yeah, that came out first, and then PUBG came out, and then H1Z1's Battle Royale came out in February of 2018.
Okay.
That was the first wave of BRs that we got
Mm-hmm.
that were decently big named. And then we had a bunch of those like smaller ones like Ring of Elysium and stuff like that came out that really didn't stick. They kind of had those like PC gamers that, you know, could pay $10 on Steam or whatever, $20 on Steam to go try it for a little while.
You know what? I'm surprised it's still around. Realm Royale.
That was another one of those small ones. That
I'm
one was a little bit more popular
I'm
than like Ring of
still
Elysium and
shocked.
stuff.
It's got a good player base with it, and it made it to console.
That was one of the first ones. That was one of the very first smaller ones to come out was Realm Royale.
Gotcha. I was just shocked it made it to console. I saw it on Xbox the other day. I was like, oh, holy shit. Okay.
I did not know it came down.
Yeah,
Xbox.
it's on console now.
But my big thing with battle royales is I want these big franchises that have been doing the same shit, making fucking money hand over fist year after year, update after update, new title after new title. Just let independent games that are literally battle royales. I mean, Fortnite is technically still the tower defense and a battle royale. Ain't nobody play that goddamn shit besides battle royale anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's a battle royale.
Let battle royale games be battle royale games.
Yeah, I agree. It shouldn't be the hype
love
train.
Blackout is my favorite battle royale. I think Call of Duty did a phenomenal job with it. But at the same time, they literally cut out story mode, which has been around for fucking ever.
And on Black Ops, one of the best fucking stories too. Like just collectively, just the Black Ops story is amazing. Yeah.
In years, because I stopped caring. Playing multiplayer, playing with friends, having fun. But Blackout, I absolutely would have played story mode.
Oh, you're saying Black Ops?
I totally would have played story mode.
Yeah, same here. That's the only one that I really cared about.
I want a Ghost 2. That story is still one of my favorite stories.
Ghost 2 would be good. Which one is that? That's Infinity, right? Or is that Sledgehammer? Because there's three of them. There's Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer?
Yeah, it's... I want to say... No, it's not Infinity Ward. I think it's Sledgehammer.
Okay.
I want to say it's Sledgehammer. I'm going to look it up right now while we're talking.
Okay. But...
I
actually really liked Ghost. The only thing
Ghost was one of my favorite stories, too.
The only thing I didn't like about Ghost, I loved the multiplayer in Ghost. Having your fucking attack dog with you, that was awesome. The story was really good. I wasn't the biggest fan of the alien mode, though.
Oh, it is Infinity Ward.
It is? Damn.
Oh, this was... Okay, so it was Infinity Ward and Treyarch. I think this was the last game that was a joint operation before Call of Duty made the switch to 3 different people.
Okay.
Because Ghost is, surprisingly, I didn't know this was actually 2013.
Oh.
Years since Ghost.
Ugh.
Still one of my top. I want to say Ghost is in my top 5 of Call of Duties.
Yeah, it would be up there for me too, because I loved the kill streak you could get on specific maps that would blow up the map, and it would completely change the terrain, and all of a sudden it's a completely different game mode, but you keep the same score.
You get from like a care package.
Yeah, it was like the Reaper or something like that.
It basically acted as a tactical nuke where you kill everybody, but then it would just change the map and you keep going.
Yeah, that was awesome. And I feel like they took a little bit of inspiration from Battlefield on that, because you could blow up a lot of shit on the Ghost maps. Like the destructibility was pretty big.
Blow up a lot of stuff, but I mean it was bigger than any other Call of Duty that's been there.
And then, what was it? Battlefield 4 must have come out around the same time. It was like, hey, hold my beer. I'm going to show you how to level skyscrapers.
Battlefield's been the true testament of destroying everything
What do they
for forever.
what do they call it? Levolution? I think that's the name of it.
Yeah.
That's like their term. But speaking of,
Battlefield's another one that I stopped playing story modes on and just play multiplayer.
well, yeah, they came out with these stupid war stories where it's not even one set story. I think the last story from Battlefield that I played was 3. But 3 was super
Company
good.
3.
The story on 3 is really good.
Still waiting on Bad Company 3. That shit, I will play story.
Please let there be another Bad Company.
Another rumor I've heard is Bad Company 3 is next. That's what I'm hoping.
Please God.
Is it's a modern? It's going modern. Bad Company 3. That's what I'm hoping.
Nice. I need it.
I'm hoping to fucking all of the deities.
Yeah, I'm hoping
that it's
it
a
does
modern
that.
Battlefield.
And it's
Bad
modern.
Company 3. That's what I said. Is it's supposed to be a modern take on Bad Company? Like it's a, Bad Company 3 in the future. In the future after the Bad Company is like brought back out or something.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard rumblings, very quiet rumblings.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that's what it is. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, back to BRs.
Yeah, back to the BRs. We finally got around to playing Firestorm. Finally.
Yes, Firestorm was okay.
We played like 3 rounds.
We got to put more reps. we had to put more reps into it to give it a decent view. My thing is, if you're gonna advertise that you're coming out with a battle royale,
do it when it launches
and ready by the time that game launches.
Yeah.
Because I was excited.
Me too.
This is back when battle royales were a big thing, that everyone was excited for every battle royale coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, Battlefield, great game, coming out with battle royale. I'm super down, super ready for this. And then, I mean, shit, that didn't come out for what, like 4 months, 5 months after the game released?
That came out in October. It came out in November. Because it was supposed to come out on my birthday. And I was super stoked. I was like, yes, Battlefield comes out on my birthday. I'm calling out on my birthday. I'm playing the shit out of Battlefield 5. 2 months before it was about to launch, they postponed it into November. And I was like, you motherfuckers. It was so sad. But yeah, it didn't come out until, God, when did Firestorm launch?
February, I think, right?
I think it was later than that.
Was it March?
I think so. Well, I'm going to pull it up and check real quick. When did Firestorm...
You can't...
In March!
Especially with
the end of March.
Especially with direct competition like Call of Duty, where those two are the juggernaut franchises of their particular franchise or games. Battlefield,
like war games,
exactly. They've always been in competition with each other. It used to be them and Medal of Honor, but Medal of Honor never really had a chance.
Yeah, Medal of Honor died the second Medal of Honor tried to go modern. That was a bad game.
But anyway.
But when it comes to Call of Duty's always been very, all right, you got your map, you learn your lanes, you take people out and everything like that. Battlefield has always been, okay, we're going to do an all-out war. People are going to have jets, tanks, motorcycles, jeeps, convoys. There's snipers on every rooftop. There's assault teams going in. There's demolition, blowing up buildings, and just chaos.
Call of Duty did that too with World at War. World at War had a couple maps with tanks on it and destructibility. But that game was they didn't do it well enough, and that game was so goddamn glitchy.
Yeah,
that it became a joke halfway through its life cycle.
Yeah. The only good thing that really came out of World at War was zombies. Still a huge zombies fan.
One thing good that came out of that game. Only thing that came out of that game that was good. Yeah. That game was just the most glitchiest fucking ever.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And what made that game worse was it trying to compete with Battlefield and did a half-ass job. That's the title that came directly after Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one of the best titles in Call of Duty's history gets followed Battlefield ripoff that's just awful.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's really funny that I just recently come to find out about Firestorm is there's actually a story. Like there's little Easter eggs you can find out how the firestorm happened. Almost like the little zombie hints, like, oh, here's a little bit of story. Let's see if you guys can piece it together. Um, and I saw
I still
something.
have yet to this day achieve an Easter egg in a zombie map.
Oh, dude, I got you. We'll get me, you, Chris, and probably Colby. Colby probably knows most of them too.
See, I hear that all the time from you and Chris. Oh, I got you. We'll go do one, and then we never get it done.
Dude, I'm
Not
down.
only do we never play zombies, but we never achieve it.
What? Pick a map.
I got very close. I got very close to Buried though. Buried, we
Okay.
were one step away from finishing.
Oh, is that
And
when
ended
we
up
all just
getting
gave up and hung
run
out
over.
around the Pack-a-Punch until like round
Yep,
35?
that's the one.
Yeah, that was really
That was
funny.
the one.
Um,
We were so close to completing that. We just got overrun, and we are like, "Hey, fuck it."
you know what one is super hard is Transit.
Oh, dude, that was another one we were. Okay, so that was another one that I was
Mhm.
like 1 or 2 steps away.
Yeah, were you at the
Chris
end
and
where you had
I
to kill the electric zombie underneath the radio tower or some bullshit?
sure was. You have to
Mm-hmm.
kill him with like explosive damage or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we surgically did this because everyone kept me alive, and I kept the starting pistol and got Mustang and Sally to make it 10 times easier.
Oh yeah.
And then we were waiting for them to get under the tower to kill the electric zombie.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the randoms that we had stepped in front of me as I shot Mustang and Sally as I got hit from behind by a zombie and downed myself.
Damn.
Swarmed afterwards, and we ended up losing.
You know what's funny is the first one that I ever did, it wasn't original Black Ops. I went back and did all the ones in original Black Ops. It was Mob of the Dead.
Good map.
Yeah, the Alcatraz one. That
Mhm.
was the first one I ever did, and I was like, holy crap, this is really cool. And then I went back to friggin' Black Ops 1, and I did Call of the Dead, the one with, what is it, Romero? The Romero zombie. And you're playing as all the movie actors.
Billy English and all those guys.
Mm-hmm. And friggin' Buffy. And Danny Trejo. Anyways.
Danny Trejo.
Once again,
Sarah-
getting
Sarah
super
Gellar.
sidetracked. Apologies, everybody. We got a lot that we clearly can talk about. But, yeah, apparently
What happens
there's...
when we take a 2-week break between episodes?
It's very true. We have a lot of talking to do and catch up on. But, my God. Yeah, apparently you can find out little Easter eggs sprinkled throughout the Firestorm map to find out the story. And now I'm super down to go back into Firestorm. Because, like
you
I
bring
was
that
just
up, and
saying...
I just saw an article about all the Easter eggs that are in there today.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was at work, bored as shit on my phone, and was like, "Hey, there's Easter eggs for Firestorm. What the fuck?"
You know what I found out? There is actually, once again, back on a little bit of a sidetrack, still about Battlefield, but bear with me. What was it like? I think it was 3 weeks ago, somebody found an Easter egg in Battlefield 1 on a map where you got to go to certain signs and hit buttons, and it opens up a door. Then there's a zombie down below. You got to throw a grenade down at specific times. Do it 5 times. The zombie goes away, and then water pressure turns on and does all these things to unlock a special dog tag. You know what? We'll talk about that another time. We'll probably make that third episode as just the best Easter eggs.
Time for that shit.
Huh?
Fuck all that.
Oh, dude.
All these people that find these Easter eggs, like, I ain't
Mhm.
got time for that shit.
Oh, dude, I love them. They're my favorite. I absolutely love Easter eggs. They're the best. I love them. We'll save that for another episode, though. Oh my God, Easter eggs are amazing.
Battle Royales again.
Yeah, back to Battle Royales.
Oversaturated.
Super oversaturated.
So,
the
I'm
only
really
one I
hoping
want.
that in the future, I'm really hoping in the future that some of these main games, like Call of Duty, like Battlefield,
Mm-hmm.
stay out of the Battle Royale area.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, Blackout is still my favorite battle royale that I've played.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most enjoyable to me. It is the most close to home because I've been playing Call of Duty for forever.
Mm-hmm.
Since Call of Duty
Good lord. What, Big Red 1? What's that the name of it?
2. That was. There's actually a Call of Duty 2 and then a Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1 is a separate game.
Mine was Finest Hour. That was the first one I ever played, and it was on GameCube. The one where you play as the Russians and the Russian sniper and all that.
Play GameCube. GameCube was awful.
Fuck you.
We've been over this. I
Love
still have my
GameCube.
GameCube, but I hate it.
Yeah, you know what you also still have?
I just
It's
hope...
my goddamn N64 controller.
It's true,
Still mad about that. Still a little salty. Just a little bit, because I stare at my N64, and I stare at Pokemon Stadium, and I can't play it.
I had 2 controllers.
I know. I don't know why you ended up with mine. I don't understand. But, anyways. Once
I'm
again,
hoping
another
these main
sidetrack.
franchises stay away from the battle royales.
Yeah.
Love Blackout, but I'm hoping the next Call of Duty, from what I've heard, it's going to be Modern Warfare 2 remastered.
Yes.
I'm hoping that's what it is, but I don't know if they're going to pull what they did with Call of Duty 4 remastered and bring out a new game and have that as like an extra.
Yep, I hope they don't do that shit again. They probably will. I'm going to say 80% they will.
Probably, but I would still play Modern Warfare 2 remastered over whatever the fuck they bring out next.
Oh yeah, me too. I don't give a shit. You're going to give me Modern Warfare 2, give me some high rise.
Give me a fucking UMP and intervention again? Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Let me drop a couple nukes. Yes, please.
But the
Franchise
franchise
shit with One Man Army Pro. Yes,
there's one franchise that me and you have talked about that is like fucking golden for battle royale. That I swear to God, if it doesn't happen with this next game, because I don't know when the next game is going to come out after this one. The only battle royale I'm down with now that I want to see come out is a Ghost Recon battle royale. I want a 4-person squad tactical. I don't care how long the modes are. I don't care. Give us 5 minutes to push towards the ring. I don't care. I just want that. I want Ghost squads versus Ghost squads. And not like we got a little multiplayer map. No, I want ghosts in terrain and hiding. And from the mechanics that I've seen with this next Ghost Recon game, being able to lay down in mud and cover yourself up and grab leaves and throw them over you and you're totally in the bushes. If they don't, that is such a missed opportunity, in my opinion. I may be wrong. And if you listen to this podcast...
At the same time, 2 points on that. One, Ghost Recon probably doesn't want to be like everyone else. Ghost Recon has always been very different from everybody else.
That's fine. Then don't make it a battle royale. Just make it woods
from the play style
and fighting each other.
You know, their spin-off games like fucking Hawks. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was about. Endgame. Or Endgame? I think it was Endgame. It was like a...
Oh, yeah, the RTS Tom Clancy. Yeah, that was not good.
Was garbage.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Boy.
Hawks was fun,
Dumpster
but
fire.
Ace Combat's better. That was the problem with it.
Yeah. Anyway, but point one, I think they want to stay different because they've always been different. I don't think they want to fold into the same mold as everyone else is doing. And two, there's so much more that would have to go into a Ghost Recon Battle Royale than all these other games. There's so much that you're going to have to get right and be able to balance that they would have to take a lot of time and get it right the first time.
Yeah. You know what? Just give me 6 squads all against each other, making it an elimination. You could set it on a map. I don't care. It doesn't have to be a battle royale where it closes the ring. I just want squad v squad and not in some like cookie cutter multiplayer map. Here you go. I want.
That's also another problem with that is I'm totally okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is there's always going to be one or two teams that just sit there hide. They're never going to move, and you're never going to be able to progress the game.
Gotcha.
Because if you get 6 teams of 4 that don't want to move because they find a great spot, great hiding spot, great overview of the map or whatever, they're going to spend the entire time looking for other teams and not going to move, and that's what everyone's going to do.
Yeah.
So there has to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be a ring, but there has to be something that makes teams move.
Yeah. Makes everybody move in on each other. Who knows, man? Who knows? I
I'm
hope.
with you. I would love to
I
see
want
a Ghost Recon tactical battle royale. I would have so much fun.
I don't think I'd play another battle royale if that happened. I really don't. Like,
Still play Blackout.
I wouldn't give a
That's
shit
me
about
personally.
Blackout.
Oh, I know. I know you wouldn't. But I know me and Will would still play Blackout. We're still fans.
Oh, dude, I'd go lone wolf against freaking squads. I don't care. I love Ghost Recon that much, and
Absolutely.
I'm so
I
excited
would
for
too. I'd be right
Breakpoint.
with you.
So excited. I'm just happy there's going to be another Ghost Recon, and if it gets revealed at E3 this year, I may jump up in the air and scream. But there's supposed to be another Splinter Cell. Oh, I'm so excited. But yeah, so the agreement that we're coming to here is that mainline franchises should just leave Battle Royale alone, leave it to these smaller companies, or they can.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a smaller company. It just if you're gonna make a battle royale game, make a battle royale game.
Yeah, don't change your
Apex came
existing.
out. Apex is a battle royale to try and rival Fortnite and PUBG and all that shit.
Dude, it's fucking doing it. Like, still.
And it is absolutely.
I'm shocked at that.
They're still trying to put together a pro scene for it.
Yep.
They're trying to get funds for a pro scene, and all power to them for that. That's dope. But if you're gonna make a battle royale, be like Apex.
Yeah, just out of the blue.
If you're an established, game series, stick to your shit.
Yeah.
People are still gonna buy your games.
Yep. You don't gotta.
There's a report
stick out
Call
with
of
the
Duty was gonna start.
trends.
Call of Duty was gonna stop coming out with a game every year and go every 2 years, which I think would help them.
Me too.
From oversaturation. But that is yet to be seen.
I'd be down with that. Call of Duty every 2 years. I'd be super down.
It depends, because if they come up with a bad title, then they're going to feel pressured to get one out next year and make up for it. So they just got to make sure that everything is polished that they come out with.
Yeah. I think I think I'm tired of a new Call of Duty every year. Like even if they took like 1 year break, I'd feel more refreshed. You know what I'm saying?
That's what even Chris. Chris is the biggest Call of Duty player that we know out of our group of friends, and even he got bored by the time Apex came out.
Yeah, he did because
Chris bail on Call of Duty that fast.
I haven't.
Besides Infinite Warfare, but Infinite Warfare is not a good game.
I never.
From what I've heard, I never played it. I never played it because I was tired of jump packs and jet packs by the time Infinite Warfare came out. I was over it.
I find it so funny is we all really loved Modern Warfare, and they're like, all right, go to the future, shoot to the stars, and we're like, just come back, just bring it back, it's okay. And they're like, all the way back to the roots, fuck it, back down to World War II. We're like, no, hear me out.
World War II. World War II is probably my top 3 Call of Duties.
Really?
I loved World War II. I was a huge fan.
You were pretty nuts with the sniper in that one. You were pretty good.
If you can give me just a selection of guns that are both good to use, like meta-wise, with how much damage they do and their random stats and stuff, that I enjoy using, I will love that game. because Call of Duty 4 was the first Call of Duty I played. It's still my favorite
Mhm.
because M16 you could use and be fine.
Yep.
M4 you could use and be fine.
Mhm.
AK-47 you could use and be fine.
UMP.
MP, AK-74U you could use both and be fine.
Mhm.
Snipers, R700 and the M14 or whatever,
Mhm.
or M40.
Yeah,
You could use both and
M48-5
be
or something
fine.
like that.
And there's just been those are the games that I enjoy the most.
Yeah. God.
And World War II was like that because it had PPSH. I think
Mhm.
was the gun, the sub. I was absolutely a sub player in World War II.
Oh yeah.
It was the best sub in the game, and to me it was fun to use.
Yeah.
Had great hit fire, and to this day I've that's the nastiest I've ever been hit fire wise. And the Car 98 in that game with
Yeah.
the zoom in speed, it didn't have the most damage,
Mhm.
and I didn't need it. But the zoom in speed made the difference to me and made me enjoy sniping so much more than almost any other title.
Yeah. If I had to pick one
So
that I'd
it's
say was my favorite one, just all around everything in it, Black Ops 2.
mine. I have a very clear top five. Everything else just is a jumble after it,
Mhm.
and it's Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, um, World War 2. No, Black Ops 2, World War 2, Ghosts. Those are my top five. Everything
Mhm.
else, I don't give a shit about.
Yeah, I'd say mine top would have to be Black Ops 2. I played so much of that game. Good lord. Then Modern Warfare 2. Um, God, I just remember the one of my favorite things to do on Modern Warfare 2 had to have been you play Rust, you only use knives and smoke grenades and throwing tomahawks.
Throwing knife only on Rust?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
with smoke grenades and just you'd hear one go and you're like, "Oh shit, someone's around me."
In
um,
Rust, everyone is around you at all times.
yep.
It's a tiny bit bigger.
Yeah. Um, God, so
One of my favorite things that I miss from Call of Duties was also from Modern Warfare 2. I miss being just a toxic piece of shit with one man army noob tubes.
yeah.
Just doink, reload, doink, one man army. And you get one man army pro, so it's half the time. It's like a 5 second.
Yep.
Doink, 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 doink. Just a toxic piece of shit.
Mhm. Oh, people like you. But then again, I was the person who would run around and chase people down with tomahawks and run scavengers, so that wasn't much better.
A little
God,
bit
so
better than me, but not by a whole lot.
Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1. I love Black Ops 1.
This one was alright. I liked it. That would probably be a number 6 if I had to like keep ranking them.
Mm-hmm. And then I was not a fan of Black Ops 3. I just didn't like it.
See, my thing was like because you were talking about the future thing.
Mm-hmm.
Advanced Warfare was the first one that went like future wise.
Yeah.
With the jump packs.
Yeah.
I actually liked Advanced Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
The gun variants got a little annoying towards the end of its life cycle, just because there were some that were just way overpowered
Mm-hmm.
that you just get obliterated by, and there was nothing you could do about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still liked it.
Gotcha.
Black Ops 3 came after that, and it wasn't jump packs. It was just like kind of jump. You get like an extra jump, and you could wall
Mm-hmm.
run. But at that point, like this extra mobility was just
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Too much.
kind of getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
Like at that point, it became like, yes, the better players are going to know how to use those tactics, but it became less about gun skill and more about how could I find these 3 walls to run around the map and get behind people.
Yeah.
And then when I heard Infinite Warfare was like actual jetpacks,
Oh,
that you could like hover
God,
and
yeah.
stuff, and I was like, okay, that's gonna be a pass. And that was the first Call of Duty since I started playing Call of Duty with Call of Duty 4
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't buy.
Really?
Never bought it. Never touched it.
Yeah. I didn't touch. Yeah, I didn't touch that one either. And then 4 would have to be Ghosts.
Ghost, I feel like is so underrated.
It
It's
is.
so slept on by everybody.
It is. It's definitely in my top
Even-
5. I just
Even
those
pros don't like
3.
it. Like Call of Duty, like pros in the pro scene don't like
Mhm.
either.
Why? It
I
was
don't know. I
really
don't
good
know.
gameplay. I really liked it.
I thought it was very good gameplay. I liked it. Once again, it's one of those ones that had like a couple different weapons in
Mhm.
each category that you could use that were effective.
Yeah. Oh. God.
I
Yeah.
digress.
I think those would be my top 4. I don't think I could fairly pick a 5th. Yeah. Because I was always more of a Battlefield guy. Just
I know.
through and through,
Battlefield
I
4.
love
See,
Battlefield.
that's easy. Battlefield 4 is easily the best. 4.
3.
I like 3.
3.
I like 3. 4 is easily the best. I like the map selection better on 4.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Okay.
like 4 better.
I will extend an olive branch to you by saying 4's gameplay is better. And technically, by the end of its life cycle, 4 is good because all the good maps from 3 got ported into 4. So yes, Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 is kind of the definitive Modern Warfare one. But I don't know, just something about 3 when it came out on Operation Firestorm being at the 2 spawn points and launching bullets over the entire map. You wouldn't go capture a point, you wouldn't do anything. You go up to the right, be on top of the mountains, somebody be in the spawn point, probably swapping out batteries, doesn't matter, you stood still too long, bro. um, oh god, the memories of playing Battlefield 3 for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Battlefield 4 was way worse though. I bought that for both consoles and the updated consoles. Because it was on 360 and PS3, and I bought it for Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
Thanks, bro.
I told you
Too
I'm a
much
Battlefield guy. That's like Resident
I
Evil.
know.
But that's a
Well, I mean,
whole
I bought
nother
Rainbow
freaking...
Six Siege on 2 different consoles, so I feel you.
Yeah. Friggin' this is a whole nother episode, conversation, everything for me.
Oh, dude, guaranteed. Podcast listeners, there will be a Resident Evil episode.
And also, if you
To
are
come.
one of the people who watches a stream, there shall be a Resident Evil 5 speedrun that we're going to do soon.
I've actually got a couple people from my work that want to like
Do
to let
want to
have me
watch
let them
us do
know.
it?
Yeah,
Okay. Who knows? Maybe
So we
we'll
gotta
do
do that
that
pretty
this
soon.
Saturday. Who knows?
I work Saturday, so it'd have to be at night. So
Yeah, at night. Right?
I think
Saturday
it's
night?
about time to wrap
Gotcha.
Lucifer.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a wrap for this episode of Le Podcast. So, best place to reach you, Ryan. Where can we
It's gonna
find and
be-
follow you?
That's gonna be Mixer and Twitter is what I got. Do not have an Instagram. When I get my setup
Scrub.
and my logo and stuff like that, I will be making an Instagram. But as of right now, it's just Twitter and Mixer, both the same tag at @vexed_alchemy. On Mixer, obviously without the @ but on Twitter in front of it. I almost always, like I would say 98% of the time, will announce when I'm going live on Mixer on my Twitter. So that's the best place to know when I am going live. I tend to stream late at night, Pacific time, right about 10 to 11-ish, depending on who's on or what I'm playing. Just because I got to get home, put my kid to bed.
You know,
Live the dad life.
do the normal dad life stuff.
The dad life.
Mm-hmm.
And Lee, where can we find you, sir?
Uh,
'Cause I know you got all of the shit that I don't
not
have.
not all of it.
you got
You
an
can
Insta.
find me on Instagram at rf1tangeed. You can find me on Twitter at rf1tangeed or rf1_tangeed, and also on Mixer Let's see, this Saturday, um, when I get back, we'll either be doing the Resi 5 speed run, or I'll be doing part 2 of my Little Nightmares playthrough. And then
Nice, very nice.
tomorrow, I'll probably hop on and stream a little bit. I'm not too sure what it's going to be, but I do have a streaming schedule on my channel. Whatever days that I'm streaming, that's kind of the pattern that I like holding on to. But yeah, those are the best places to find me. So I think that's gonna.
That reminds me. Pretty soon, I'm gonna end up picking a day of the week, and for like an hour or two every night, that particular day, I'm gonna start doing Mass Effect.
Yes.
I'm gonna start my Mass Effect playthroughs. I'm gonna start it at 1 with a fresh character.
Oh God.
I will be going
such a
after the last few
journey.
achievements that I don't have. So, unfortunately, if you have played Mass Effect, I will be not this time saving Ashley Williams, which hurts my heart. But it has to happen eventually.
Yep, that it does. You're still
Luckily,
gonna
since
get
I
to
have
that
to do-
point, and you're gonna be like, God damn it, Caden.
It's going to be a very long pause on that screen where I have to choose one. And there's going to be a moment of silence
Yeah,
where I have to choose Caden.
yeah. It's gonna be like trumpets and a formal salute.
Something like that. Yeah,
Send
playing
Ashley
taps and
out.
shit.
But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this podcast. So, there will be another one soon. Stay loyal to the podcast and give us a follow. Give us a like. Comment on the podcast. If there are any questions you guys would like us to answer, feel free to comment on SoundCloud or on the YouTube comment section. Or you can...
Also, any themes or topics you might want discussed in the future?
Yeah.
We will definitely take them under advisement.
Mm-hmm.
We won't necessarily get to any or all of them, but if we like the topic and we think we have something to
Bring to the table on
add or bring to the table in regards to the topic, we will definitely get to that. If we are absolute noobs at that topic, we obviously don't want to butcher it.
But I will try to
ruin
do
your
some
topic.
research. That's what I will try to do.
The biggest thing that I also want to announce real quick is eventually we're gonna eventually try and put this on Mixer as well as SoundCloud. So once I get the face cam, the setup, my Mixer channel kind of made a little bit more professional looking, a little bit cleaner. We're gonna be doing this on Mixer as well as SoundCloud, so that we can get so you can kind of watch it live as it happens. So hopefully we can field questions and stuff like that, and as we're doing it.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Anyway, so
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
That's gonna be the end of this one, you guys. So stay tuned. There will be definitely more to come and more on a regular schedule. So you guys have a wonderful time and a good rest of your day if you're listening to this during the day. Anyways, have a good one. Later.